they got a quarterback that's not bad, and defensively they're pretty solid, sound at what they're doing. They got a middle linebacker. He's a good player too. We got to go out and we just got to play hard. We got to compete. We got to try to win as many battles as we can during the game, and just no matter what happens, we just got to keep our head up and keep plugging away.
But one thing I noticed last week also is the boys didn't give up.
No,
they weren't dropping their heads.
No,
they weren't walking off the field. They took the fight to South the entire game, and I was glad to see that.
Yes.
We're just from our point of view, just observers. I can see, or I've noticed an improvement each week, which I think really that's about all anybody can ask for. So I think things are going in the right direction.
They're a great group of kids. They're gonna fight and they're gonna compete no matter what's going on, and they're gonna lay it on the line. I've got to do a better job of getting them ready to go at times. Getting them lined up in the right spot or teaching them certain techniques. I've got to do a better job of that. But the kids, their effort's going to be there every night.
It's a process. It certainly is a process. Okay, so your thoughts on, again, you've come sort of through the first quarter, first third of the schedule. Now you've got the heart of it. 3 road games, back to back to back. What's your initial thoughts about being on the road 3 weeks in a row, and of course with this kind of schedule with these teams?
Just got to take it game by game. Don't matter where we're playing at. We've just got to come out focused and ready to go and know our assignments, and hopefully ball will bounce our way a couple times. But these kids, they're just they're ready to play on Friday nights. They just want to go out and show what they can do, and they're trying to earn respect every week from people, and I think they're doing a pretty good job of how hard they're playing.
And this question came through one of the Twitters, and also I was going to ask as well. How do you like? Do you like playing on turf? It's whenever we were in high school, that was a big deal. Whenever we saw a turf field, but now you're starting to see some more and more. Do you like it? Do you not like it, or what's your thoughts on it?
Well, I don't. I think it's good for us as far as coming home and washing clothes. As far as that goes, I love it.
And when it has rained in 3 weeks,
and it's not Thursday night at 11:30. You're out here marking a field. It's already been marked, so you don't have to worry about it.
But as far as me personally, I don't really know. I've never played on one, so I don't know if the kids like it better or if they don't. I'm not sure.
I have had the luxury. I played at Liberty's one night, and I never hurt so much because theirs was a sand base with the turf over back in the day.
Yeah.
And you were fast. You could make hard cuts, but there was so much pressure on your joints. My knees hurt. My hips hurt. I really couldn't understand why. And our trainer was like, he said, "That's just part of it. If you got used to it." Then I played at West Virginia Tech. That was basically concrete and a turf rolled on top. So they're better now and more safety. But I just was curious about your thoughts on playing on turf because you all were fast, did a good job at Richlands. It really wasn't a hindrance or a bother. Some, I think it's a little bit more mental. Some kids, but I didn't know your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure, just to be honest with you.
I remember the first time we took our baseball team to a turf field, and the kid was still in second and started sliding in his normal spot and wound up about 3 feet past second base. He just slid right over and just kept on going.
I can see that. Something else that's sort of been a topic. I know some of these games coming up, you are homecomings for a few of these teams. Any extra incentive? I used to preach the biggest disrespect that could be shown is to be somebody's homecoming game. Do you all talk about that, or what are your thoughts on that?
No, that's the farthest thing from our mind right now. We just don't matter what game they want to label us. We're just going to go in there and give our best effort and see what happens.
Just a longer halftime.
Yes.
So it makes us talk a lot more. It's good for advertising. we got more to talk, but so again, of course, I'm sure you all had a little bit later practice, and your guys, you got them sent home and everything like that. So, are you ready for the fan questions?
Maybe a couple of them.
There's no karaoke questions
No
this
karaoke
week, I
questions.
promise.
We'll try to edit them, and I apologize if we run the players. They don't want to come out here now. Is that the truth?
What?
The players don't want to come back out here.
No, I'm just going to be honest with you. I almost forgot. And I did forget to tell the players. So
I have that effect
that's on me.
So
It was your dancing question.
That's on me.
So,
Dancing question last week.
So, yeah, it was a dancing. I figured I'd run them off with the dance. But it's really neat because we've got, people from Wyatt P. from Sumter, South Carolina. All right. What's the best Rocky or Creed in that whole series? What's the best movie in that series?
Rocky IV.
I told you.
Boo.
I told
Rocky
Joe the same
IV.
thing on the break.
Boom.
It's got to be when he beats the Russian.
Yes, Rocky IV.
Talisha 2020 asked, favorite concerts you've seen or would you like to see? Who would you like to see in concert? Or that you've seen?
Well, we went not too long ago to a Casting Crowns concert. Man, that was awesome.
Really?
Yes, it was awesome. Very
Yeah.
powerful.
I know, of course, it's along different lines, but they were a big thing. Garth Brooks, of course, coming to Neyland.
Mm-hmm.
There were really a lot of press for that coming up, but that's awesome.
If they can get the tickets working.
Because that was
They had to stop selling the tickets. The website crashed.
That's not good.
okay. This was pretty neat. I was going to ask you this. Roger M. from Kingsport, has anyone ever hit the Calhoun kid and stopped him one-on-one?
Well, not that I've seen this year.
Okay. And he continues, and do you all play bull in the ring? And if so, how many has he hurt?
No, we do not do that.
You want to do it next week? Maybe so we can have
We can cover.
We can cover. Oh, that'd be awesome. We'll come to you next week. We'll be out there. Coach Housewright's got the bull in the ring. So if you want to really, we can get things going. All right. So Patrick T from Nashville asked, would you rather be at the beach, in the mountains, somewhere cold, or somewhere hot?
Well, I used to always think I wanted to stay in the mountains, but the older I get, that beach is getting nicer and nicer. It's getting harder and harder to leave,
I got you. Jason S. from Arlington, Virginia. What do you all consider, or what has to happen for this to be a successful football year?
Ooh, I like that
Well,
question.
Success is a lot of different things to a lot of different people. To me, success is watching these kids go out like they've been doing and playing their hearts out and leaving it all on the line. And in my book, they won regardless, because regardless of what the score says, they're learning life lessons that when things are tough, they're still fighting. No matter what happens, no matter what adversity comes their way, they're learning how to fight through it and keep plugging along and doing the best they can all the time. And to me, that's success.
One of the things I always liked coaching is so many people just see what happens during the game. As a coach, though, you get to see what they were like, individual players were like in spring practice, and how they progressed all the way through the season.
Yes, sir.
So there were some seasons where I felt my teams were really successful. The record may not have indicated as much success as I felt, just
Yes.
because I was able to see how they were able to grow and develop and progress.
Yes, sir.
So I get it.
And like you said, as they grow as human beings, not only on the football field, but in the classrooms and in the
Yes, sir.
hallways. I know that was a big thing that was talked about. The quality of coaches is not reflective on the wins and losses, but the ones that's open the doors for people as they
Yes,
go
sir.
through. The yes, sir, no, ma'am, thank you kind of people, and the quality of the people that you're turning out. So, James E. from Gate City asked, what's your favorite restaurant in the Tri-Cities?
I like Cheddar's. I think you get a lot of bang for your buck at that place, man. I love to eat at Cheddar's.
So Cheddar's it is. Let's see here. I'm going through some of the I know from the guys. All right. Do you consider The Rock an actor or a wrestler?
I consider The Rock a legend. There's nobody else like him.
Oh my goodness. Oh, all right. Well, that's pretty much the best of the best on there. So you still don't do karaoke this week?
No, I may try it this weekend, maybe.
Ooh, you
See
know what we
what's going
could
on.
do one night? Bring us a little radio. We've got the microphone set up.
Have us a little karaoke off here, right?
Yes.
Get this place rocking.
Yes.
The campus will be rocking. So, all right. Well, Coach, again, what do you want to say to Big Blue Nation as you get ready for, again, we'll be at Ridgeview within less than 48 hours from now. What do you want to tell the folks?
Stay patient. It's a process. These kids are playing their tails off for you. They're playing their tails off for this community. Come out to Ridgeview and support them, regardless of what's going on. Keep being loud and keep being proud for these kids. They deserve it. They're laying it out there for you.
And if you're not, make sure you're listening to us.
Yes, sir.
Again, like I said, we'll have live
Or I still
coverage.
say do both.
Do both.
Go
Definitely.
and listen to it with your headphones.
So, all right, we'll let you go, Coach. And like I said, we'll take a quick break, come back. Got a couple other things to go over. Gate City Sports from other sports. Gate City Sports from other sports. That's kind of a weird
Besides football.
Besides football. There we go. And we'll talk about them and, like I said, celebrate them. We'll get out of here in just a few minutes. So, again, you're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Tracing the roots all the way back to 1962, Weber City Drug is your locally owned pharmacy that offers personal customer service to the entire family. They strive to meet your prescription and over-the-counter needs and accept most insurance plans. They're located in Weber City across from Roberts Tire, so give them a call today at 276-386-3482. Again, that's 276-386-3482. You can also go online at wcdrugcenter.com, and they're also on Facebook, and they're open 6 days a week.
Are you tired of the negative political rhetoric in the news today? Are you ready for someone who is strong in faith and ready for the challenge to lead? We finally have someone who will put people over politics. Rex Carter is your choice for Washington County Sheriff. He will bring a fresh perspective to the office of sheriff by putting people first. If you want to have a law enforcement agency led by integrity and character, then let's hear your voice for the right choice of Rex Carter for Washington County Sheriff. To learn more, go to rexcarterforsheriff.com. Authorized and paid for by Rex Carter for Sheriff Campaign.
America's ingenuity in medicine advanced the world. Premier Pharmacy's innovation has changed the profession. At Premier Pharmacy, what we create is personal. For our patients, one size doesn't fit all. So let the grocery stock your food. Let the retail chains print your photos. Let the supercenters sell you shampoo. At Premier Pharmacy, we'll make your medicine. For more information, call 423-245-1022 or visit rxpremier.com.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
All right, back here live from the campus drive-in again. I want to say thank you to Coach Housewright for spending some time with us. And, again, very, very humble coach he is. And, again, like I said, he's working hard, and these kids are working hard.
You know what I really like about Coach? He's candid. He tells it the way that he sees it, and he doesn't try to be a politician about it. I like that straightforward approach.
Well, and he's done a great job. And the kids have responded. And that's what, I mean, and nothing versus the previous administrations and whatever, but, you know, that's what the kids have responded to. That's what they've needed.
Well, I think they can tell, players can tell when the coaches
Right.
are being straight up, and
Right.
I don't know that I'm not saying, like you said, I'm not saying anything about
Right.
previous coaches or anything else, but players do, I think, respond well when you're direct with them and you say, hey, here's the way it is, good or bad.
Well, and you know,
that's what he's doing.
You know, and he does something. Coach Sarge Reed for years. Right, he was at Appalachia, was at Ryco, went to Twin Springs for just a little bit as well. You know, last week he was talking about that he took the loss. He said that loss was on me. You know, Coach Reed. There were some other people talking about that he was the most humble person because, again, if the kids won, it was them. If it lost, I can take the blame. And, you know, coaches like that. And so, again, he's great for Gate City, and, again, appreciate him and all he's doing and his staff. Tremendous staff. And, again, we'll be there on Friday night. So
I did notice one thing.
What's that?
He didn't give his opinion on women's basketball.
No, I didn't set him up for that. So,
Just me.
just
you throw me to the wolves.
You wait till next week's tweet it or delete it, because there will be picket signs outside, I believe, with the ones we've got in store for you. Anyway, so